We're doing a live show tonight, so after you make fun of Beto O'Rourke over here, hit that description box or check the pinned comment. We might be live right now.
Listen, you may say to yourself, well, those aren't the rules. There are no refs in this game.
Watch out, everybody. We got a real badass over here. Beto O'Rourke is telling everybody that he's going to fight Donald Trump's authoritarianism, his Hitlerisms, because, of course, Donald Trump is the biggest domestic terrorist threat to democracy ever known to man. He's an authoritarian, and Beto O'Rourke over here is going to fight authoritarianism by cussing, mass amnesty, and then being an authoritarian. All right. Tell them that you're non-binary authoritarian. That'll be fine. All right. Authoritarian with sprinkles, boys. Gateway pundit over here. Repeat loser Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke, man. Beto O'Rourke. Fake Mexican. Real pendejo. Tells Texas crowd Democrats that he will do whatever it takes to regain power because F the rules. But he didn't say F the rules, boys, because he's going full steam into it. He a bad boy. He wearing a leather jacket. He said the F word. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Shots fired. So they're still trying to make this redistricting thing a thing, right? They're all upset. All of these Texas goofballs got on a Beto O'Rourke paid-for private plane, by the way. And Beto O'Rourke didn't even use his rich wife's money to pay for the private plane. He used George Soros' money. So George Soros, through an NGO, laundered a bunch of money to his NGO or his PAC, which then gave all of those freebies to a bunch of legislatures in Texas so they could flee the state to avoid doing their job, which, could be construed as maybe a bribe. Maybe a bribe. Yeah. Beto, you're going to end up in prison, bro. You're going to end up can we arrest somebody? Pam Blondie? Cash Money? Dan Bongino and that ridiculous forehead? Can you arrest somebody, please? Anyway, he's for cereals because there's no rules, guys. There's no rules in this game. We're the Republicans. Look at these bastard Republicans over here. These authoritarian-loving Republicans who just won a general election that was completely rigged, by the way, in a landslide. Don't tell me it wasn't a landslide. The way that I know it was a landslide is how much you guys are demanding that it wasn't a landslide. That's wild. Yeah. How many of them swing states did you win? How many counties did you shift? None? Did you win the popular vote, the electoral college? No, oh, okay. Well, then shut the hell up. It was a landslide. It was a landslide. All right. But now they're saying, well, look at these bastards in Texas doing Trump's will. We're going to change the redistricting. And now we're going to fight fire with fire.
We're not going to let him stop us. Are you with me on that?
No, not with you.
Andale. What? It also means...
Cracker honky. Andale. Holy balls. Oh, this Mexican dude's cringing right now.
As Mark was saying earlier, we don't await the punch thrown by these would-be fascists to land. We punch first, and we punch harder. We want California.
Have you seen a skinnier, limp-wristier goofball talking big about... This idiot has never been punched in the face, raised by his two lesbian mommies in a bubble-wrapped apartment. You've never played competitive sports, goofball. Look at we'll wait for the first punch to be thrown. We'll throw the first punch. We throw the first punch super hard. You shut up, douchebag. You stupid douchebag. This guy over here with zero testosterone. Looks like he's got AIDS. You ain't throwing no punches. Shut the hell up.
In New Jersey and Illinois. And Maryland and every other state where the Democrats hold the governor's mansion, the assembly, and the state senate to redraw their congressional districts now, not wait for Texas to move first, to maximize Democratic Party advantage. Listen, you may say to yourself, well, those aren't the rules. There are no refs in this game. Fuck the rules. We are going to win whatever it takes.
What an insane thing to... California is easily, I'm going to be very generous to say 60% red. 60% red. Right? You factor in the illegal aliens. You factor in the nonsense with the illegal aliens and the census in the state. Outside of San Francisco and Los Angeles and maybe a little bit of Oakland, dude, there's no, it's all red. We've got zero representation in the state. It's already been gerrymandered. And this nonsense that you're going to tell all of these places with these governors from the Democratic states to just, start doing this. Well, there's things that hamper that, like state constitutions and law. So Texas isn't doing anything illegal. They're allowed to do it. And it's nothing that you guys haven't already done. He's talking about, we're going to tell Illinois. Right? We're going to tell Massachusetts. You start redistricting right now. You can't. There are 0 Republican seats in Massachusetts. There's 0 of them. 0. It's wild that you guys... And then in Illinois, your own news media is pointing out that Illinois is completely... It's way more gerrymandered than Texas.
Every major group that grades the fairness of congressional maps gives your state an F. Common Cause, a nonpartisan government watchdog, even says your map, and I'm going to quote, represents a nearly perfect model for everything that can go wrong with redistricting. And I guess the question is, you talk about preserving democracy.
These guys don't care about democracy. They don't care about democracy. They're just upset that Republicans are finally doing it. The lefty globalist weirdos with small children locked in their basement, allegedly, are upset that Republicans are finally doing what they did 40 plus years ago. They squeezed all of the seats they can get out of gerrymandering. So now they're upset that the Republicans are going to start doing it because they can't do it anymore. They're all out of juice over here. You're not going to get any more California seats for Democrats. You can't even legally do it here. You'd have to violate our state constitution. I wouldn't put it past you guys to try to violate the state constitution. You ain't going to do it in Massachusetts. There are literally 0 Republican seats for Massachusetts. Right? They've been gerrymandered out of oblivion. Illinois, same thing. That's why they're screaming like this. Let's say that you could. Let's say that you could get a few more seats. What would you guys do with your newfound seats to preserve democracy since you love America so much?
Next time we win power, we're going to drive that car like we stole it. We're going to legalize every dreamer, every dreamer's parents.
Hold on a second. You're gonna bother to check to make sure that those parents aren't a bunch of criminals? No. Mass amnesty. Yeah. If we could, we would gerrymander more seats so we could force amnesty on the American people. Yeah, no, keep talking, idiot. You keep showing everybody what the plan is, and we're going to get even bigger wins in the midterms. Don't let that slow you down, though, by the way. Make sure you show people, show normies what these dumb lefty goofballs are up to. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. It's Point Channel. Keep up to date with dumb, idiot lefty goofballs. Hit the subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.